Hello, everyone. It's good to see you all. I'm Connor Sanchez-O'Shea, and I'm the CEO of Intention. We're really excited to show you what we've been working on. We're building something that many consider a radical concept, your own personal AI model. Yes, your own model, where most of your private data never has to leave your device because it's trained and running on it wherever you go in perpetuity. You see, the current system works because of a specific resource that's extracted. Your data is how you're targeted with content and ads that feel like they're reading your mind. Now, the next generation of AI models are also training on your data, and increasingly, they'll use that to serve you ads. The more they have, the more money they make. It's literally how the business model works. But if you could reclaim your own data and start training your own models on your own devices, the power dynamic would shift. We're at an inflection point. AI adoption is exploding, trust in platforms is collapsing, and on-device intelligence is becoming a reality. There's a massive market opportunity emerging, especially with the next generation of consumers who want the speed, the creativity, and the flow that AI enables, but not at the expense of their personal or collective well-being. Now is the time, because as the power consolidates and influence becomes more centralized, this might be the last chance. If you've been paying attention to what the new frontier of data and context capture look like, it started with the browser. In the past several months, we've seen the explosion of new AI browsers that offer convenience, but are capturing your data while you use them. And now it's moving to the desktop and the operating system, because everyone knows how valuable this data and attentional real estate is. Just look at the news. Last week, OpenAI bought Sky, a desktop assistant, and Highlight AI, a desktop interface, raised a seed round on a $333 million valuation. Looking even further, why would it stop there? The next generation of products and interfaces is already here, collecting more information than ever about your body and soon your mind. You just saw it happen. With social, technological, and economic forces converging, right now is the moment to enter a new era and to leave this extractive one behind. We need interfaces that let us break free from this system, and it starts with attention. To break free, you have to understand how your attention is captured by the platforms and interfaces that we use today. Remember, their entire business model is based around data capture, and hijacking your attention is the easiest way for them to get more. More time, more data, more money. Here are the tactics that they use to do this. They use manipulative design patterns, like infinite scroll and autoplay, to hold your focus. Variable rewards through notifications to keep you guessing, causing you to constantly check your phone so you don't miss the next important thing. And points, streaks, and badges that don't actually tie to meaningful goals. Slot machine mechanics and dopamine maxing to keep you addicted. You may have noticed a theme here. Attention, because it's all about attention. We need interfaces that respect our attention, help us break free from this current system, and establish a foundation for a new one. We need a way to build our own models off our own data, connecting our devices, our wearables, and designed with the next generation of consumer products in mind. We hear about it every day, the attention economy, the attention crisis. But what exactly is attention? Attention is how you navigate the world, and it has two primary components, your focus and your intent. Focus is what you're thinking about. It's your apps, your files, your tools. It's who you're collaborating with and who you're communicating with. Intent is what you're working towards and why, your goals, your tasks, your motivations, your hopes, and your dreams. Intention ingests and locally classifies your data to determine your focus and intent, and translates them into neat workspaces on your desktop. These focus areas can be personal, professional, ongoing, or ephemeral. And intention can also show you something you've never seen before, your own intention. You can tell a lot just by looking at this. When your focus is split, when you're distracted, and when you're in flow. And all of this combines into a solution that consists of 3 ingredients. The first, as we showed, is being able to see your attention, because you can't change what you can't measure. Once you can see your attention, you can protect your focus from those manipulative design patterns. And then you can finally steer your focus towards your intentions and goals so that you can accomplish what you want. Over the past several months, we've been thinking about the right place to start. Today, we're excited to introduce Intention Desktop, an interface to reclaim your attention. Intention Desktop is powered by your local model and data. It's adaptive, automatically organizing itself and providing you with the right tools at the right time. These are the focus areas across your personal and professional life. When you click into one, only the windows that you need to see appear. The dock is just below, and it's just as smart. It shows you the tools and communication threads that are most relevant in that moment. With its automatic organization, the desktop easily allows you to switch gears, protecting you from getting bogged down by disorganization or sucked in by distractions. Interruptions are inevitable, and sometimes they're important. So Intention reduces the number of interruptions you experience and helps you recover smoothly when they occur. For example, when your colleague says they need help finding some legal documents, and it's time sensitive. Intention uses your context to automatically retrieve the requested file, letting you review and send it without breaking your flow. These are small moments with a big impact. The cognitive science tells us it takes about 20 minutes to recover to re-enter a flow state when you're interrupted. Finally, when your work session is ending or your focus is waning, Intention helps you take the right next steps before you move on. It's continuously digesting and organizing your personal context and your work. When the time comes, you can use the latest frontier models, easily share updates with another person, synthesize your work, and address some quick action items. Here it knows you have a small window of opportunity to tackle the action items that have piled up. Intention Desktop turns these cognitively demanding and often neglected tasks into a few guided clicks. The goal is to reduce decision fatigue and keep you in the loop where it matters. It's an incredible new way to use your computer. So this is an early look at Intention Desktop, but it's just the first interface to reclaim your attention. Being able to own and process your data locally lays the foundation for you to train your personal AI model based on how you actually think, work, and live. So what would it take to make this vision a reality? Well, you would need a team that has experience defining and scaling new product categories. I launched the Model Y. It's the world's best-selling EV. And I saw a vision of the next generation of consumer products at Humane. You need experience building consumer products on systems for billions. After studying networked and social systems at Penn, Gabe, our co-founder and CTO, has gone 0 to 1 and exited 2 times before working at Meta. You'd need a deep understanding of AI and ML and cognitive science at scale, like Ardra, who built the world's first agentic OS at Humane after studying ML and cognitive science at Brown. You'd need exceptional craft and a deep understanding of people and the systems that they interact with, like Logan, who studied ethics, politics, and economics at Yale before getting a master's in human-computer interaction from Carnegie Mellon. He's leading the redesign of our relationship with technology. And you'd need storytelling that turns into movements. Hallie bridged culture, tech, and social impact, leading the largest digital voter registration campaign ever, and introducing audiences globally to new Spotify features like AI DJ, mixes, and Wrapped. So what's our story? We incorporated in late July and assembled the team. A few weeks later, we secured funding from BetaWorks, and then early this fall, we identified our wedge, attention. Then we started architecting this new foundation. 4 weeks ago, we started prototyping our data pipeline, ingesting our team's own device and physiological data. And 2 weeks ago, we started developing Intention Desktop. Now we're training models on NVIDIA Sparks based on our actual data while adding world-class advisors to help us get ready to scale. We have a working demo running on our laptops and our Sparks right now. Please come see us after if you'd love to see more. Today, we showed you a foundation for a different future. And we have a choice. It isn't too late. We can either continue down this extractive path we're on, where your data, attention, and agency are eroded, or you can own your data, your attention, your model. Thank you very much.